Howdy, folks! How y'all doing? I just wanted to introduce this, and the game then just went, frozen. But now it's back, okay? Going from day to night in this game with everything that I've built is apparently too big a deal. It's getting there. I'm getting to the stage where I'm breaking the server now. I broke a PC, now I'm trying to break a server. But howdy! Welcome back to another episode of The Front with me, Big CheeZ. I've been doing things. Okay, as you may have noticed, this is bigger. It's also covered in steel. That's because I have upgraded it several times. I wanted to try and get the base kind of protected or repairing like at all times. I've still not quite got to that stage yet, but do you know what? It's not so bad. I've done some things, although I don't know if they're working. I built those. 1 second. I want to see if I can... Fucking goddamn Raven. So I built those. Oh, it has done a lot of damage. Or is that the guillotines? I don't know. So, yeah, I built electric shock walls. And I'm not 100% sure if they're working. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know actually if they're working. Yeah, we'll see about that. I've been busy with some stuff. I've been making sure that the things are all finished and all built up. I want to try and get it to a stage where I don't have to intervene. But I'm not quite there yet. We will get there soon, I hope. But yeah, not quite there yet. 71 to kill. It's not. Was that those? Defeat? How? What? They got... okay. I'm not sure what happened there. I might have to relook at rebuilding this. I don't know. Anyway, but that's not what we're doing on today's episode. Today's episode, we are building the dream bedroom. And possibly looking at farming too, but we'll kind of see how that goes. In that vein, I have built a shed load of building supplies. I've got floors, I've got walls, I've got foundations, I've got stairs, I've got all the stuff to be able to finish off that bedroom. On the downside, however, I didn't really realize this, but everything in this is taking durability damage, and I don't like it because it is far outside the range of that. Now, I might have to try and move that. What I might do is I might swap the ends. Like put that down here and that up there, because at least then it would cover more of the base. But then it's like, really it needs to come over, not in there. So I might end up moving that as like the farm area instead, and then this can be the trap area. I don't know. It needs to be more central, is basically what I'm saying, because otherwise I'm going to be in a real sticky situation with some of this stuff. Like, it's already lost a lot of durability. But anyway, getting away from that. Yeah, first thing we need to do now is get back onto the building. Because I've been away from it for a little while. And I feel like, you know, it's one of the big aspects we do on this channel is making the stupid builds. Nope, all the way around. Yep, there we go. We're going to do... I would have liked to have done the triangle, but I need the support. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to build these up nice and high, so that we've got room to, structurally, we've got room to build when we get upstairs. I don't really care. Actually, that one can be that way. That's meant to be that way. So that end sticks out of the side. Right, we're going to go in there. We're going to seal that up in a second. But first, we're going to put pillars. So there's tons of structural support. Like this. And we're good. Awesome things. Awesome. But yeah, in between this and like other bits and pieces. So I've been planning on how to what we're going to do with the base and what we're doing on the next steps going forward. Because now that the game is like, you know, stable, it's got it's had more episodes out of it than I thought I was going to get, in all honesty. I thought I'd get like 10 or so, and that would kind of be the end of it. Same sort of thing as like I had with Enshrouded when I was playing the early access for that, which if you haven't checked out, go check it out. Really good series, really good game. I told a friend about it, and he had never heard of it, but it kind of won like the most, I think, most downloaded game out of Steam's test month thing, like early access spotlight kind of thing. Can't remember what it's called. It does have a name, and I'm being really dumb and not remembering it, but it does actually have a name. But yeah, Enshrouded, really amazing game, another survival game, and actually it's kind of more of a story element to it. And when that does come out, I would love to play that with a couple of people. I think the game, it says you can have like 16 people in a world at any time, and that'd be great fun. But anyway, so we're doing stuff. But yeah, while I was also doing like planning out what we're going to kind of do with this, loosely planning, I should say. I've mostly been just doing a lot of writing. Like I've been planning out a D&D podcast for what feels like an eternity. Flip that one. This one. This one. No, that's the floor. Cool. Right. Okay. Yeah, I've been planning out a D&D podcast to start for next year. And so far, I've got two lovely friends who are going to be joining me for it. It's a game that I'm homebrewing the absolute living hell out of. Creating a whole world to kind of be in. Not... so it's not... Well, it's fun. It's not easy, but it's fun. And that's all I'm taking away from it right now. But I've created this whole world. So if you are playing if I have any fans out there if I have any watchers, subscribers, viewers who do play in D&D who would like to join in a game, who kind of like the idea of joining into a podcast, let me know, because like there's a little point in my heart, I suppose, in my soul, where it gets, the podcast does really well. It'll be going up on YouTube and on Spotify. As you know, as we grow, as the channel's growing, I'm trying to do everything I can to give it the best chance to grow, I guess. And to that end, the podcast is going to be a big part of that. And if you are like an experienced player of D&D, if you're a new player of D&D, I think I can make a place where it's nice and friendly for you. But the biggest thing with it is like it's a very wide open game, and most of it I'm giving a lot of freedom in terms of homebrewing. So if you never had a chance to kind of create your own race before, if you never had that kind of opportunity and freedom, then now is the time. It's a great opportunity to kind of do that kind of thing, because I know I've spoken to kind of joining another campaign before, and some of the stuff I had sort of thought about for doing for my character. I was going to be a gnoll called Bloodsport, and I'd made up this homebrew stuff, which didn't seem too OP because I'd limited it based on my kills and stuff like that, so I wouldn't have it right off the bat. Like some of it was like cannibalism of like it kind of fit in with the history of gnolls and like the black magic demon-y kind of stuff that they represent. But some of it was like considered too overpowered, and that's absolutely fair enough. Which is one of the things I was excited about with this one, because it's going to be like set over quite a long time period, which means that from a player point of view, it means that you won't, if you are homebrewing some kind of crazy stuff, nothing wrong with that, because there'll be a time, a point where you can you get access to it. You maybe not have access to your kind of crazy stuff right off the bat, but you get openness. You get a chance to test your creativity, throw some batshit crazy stuff out there, have some fun, make some new friends, and kind of put the improvisation to the test. But yeah, so it's a very open thing. So I'm looking for kind of 2, potentially 3 more people to kind of join in. So if you are a D&D player, like I said, new or, seasoned veteran, be sure to let me know in the comments. Plus, D&D is awesome. It's good fun. It's, great place to make friends and stuff like that. So can't sing its praises enough, really. Except for the D&D movie. That thing was a piece of trash. Sorry. I was just crap. I like the movie was God awful. Sorry. I was a big fan. I'm a big fan of D&D. I really am. Me and a friend started playing it like together at the same time, and we played this fantastic DM. She's absolutely amazing. She's very friendly and warm with people who are new to the game, and it's just great. And then when the movie came out, we had high hopes for it. We had great hopes for it. And then it did, and then we watched it, and then we had no hopes for it. In fact, the only good thing about it was at the time, I think they'd said that it was only going to be like a one-time thing. It wasn't going to be like a series of games or anything like that, a series for films or anything like that. And now they've announced they're going to do a second one. It's kind of like, oh, please don't, just don't touch it. Leave it alone, please, God, leave it alone. But no joy. They are touching it again. It's a sad time. But anyway, yeah, it's I think, to be fair, the review video we did I did a review video for it with a couple of friends, and really good fun. Really nice, like, to do a kind of that sort of thing on the channel, which I haven't done for a while. But it was good fun to do it. If you haven't seen the movie yet, don't. But also, you know, check out the review. It's good. It's a good giggle. Right, how am I going? Where did I want to go? I think I've gone past where. No, I'm not high enough. Am I high enough? This feels higher than it did last time. What have I done? What did I do last time? What did I do last time? I was up there. How the hell did I get up there? Because this time it feels like it looks a lot tidier. It's just as tidy as we go. Part of me wants to. Okay, wait a minute. I do that. Nope. Tuck that in. I don't know how I was hovering on anything there. That was really weird. There. Is that? I need to put one there. So I can seal that up. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Right, whack those in there. Beautiful. And while I'm in here, we're going to do... Get rid of that. Yeah, it's a really cool campaign I've been working out. So as it started off with, like, we were talking, well, once this campaign that we're playing, which is not over, we've been playing it for a year, and it's fantastic. We're playing enshrouded as our first one. But the what was I gonna say? We were talking about, like, doing what campaigns to do afterwards and stuff like that, and I kind of like, you know, I've always, when I was a kid, it was always like, one of my escape things was like writing stories about, you know, TV shows or movies or whatever worlds that I already knew, you know, and I don't know why, like, yeah, that was exactly like popular when I was a kid. It's like, so my kind of escape was doing stuff like that, which feels really sad when I say that out loud now. Nah, not so much. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. It was nice for a writing project and that kind of thing. But the point is, like, when I was doing, and I kind of broke into trying to do this, I started writing a D&D campaign for Harry Potter, because there doesn't seem to be that many out there for it, which I was surprised by. I'm gonna put that there, actually. Quite like that idea. Cool. And then we can put another fence piece here. Delete. I don't want to delete that, do I? Not really. Yeah, I started writing a Harry Potter one, and it's going to be based in Hogwarts, like after. I think it's going to be after Harry Potter. So I might still do that at some point, which might be kind of like a fun little one-shot kind of thing I could do with them, or with you guys. If anyone out there does, if there's a bunch of people who want to join in for a game and stuff, like I've said a few times, and for those of you who are new, I'm creative enough that I can imagine things. But I'm not very good at, you know, actually drawing or stuff like that, but I can write a good story, and it's what I've been doing for the last little while now with the homebrew that I'm creating, and it's turning into something pretty great so far, and I'm really excited for how it is. But it kind of like came forth from that slightly, because it was like that was going to be set in the school. This is an academy, and then it was supposed to be that, and then it kind of just turned into something much bigger and way further from the storyline of what that was going to be. So it's turned into something really awesome. And I can't wait to share it on the podcast and do it with some friends and get their reactions to it. Because every single time I come to write something and create like a character or a place, like the cities and stuff that I've been making for it, like some of it I was writing and I was like, what if this happened? And I'm like, yes, that is awesome. I love this. And I think it's a good sign when at least I love doing it. You know what I mean? If I start doing this here... yes, we do this. Put that there, that there. Put the wall in. Like that. Do I want to put... I might put that there. Yeah, that works. Like that? Yes. Yes! No. Yes. That's fine. And then, where are we going to go with this? What I need to do is I need to get some stairs going up. Ooh, there we go. That's fine. Oh, I can attach them to the wall! Of course I can! I've been freaking saying this! Why did I not clock that? Fudge. I literally... there's been plenty of times, right, when I've been trying to figure out how to attach it onto the bottom of a... God damn it, man. Oh, balls. Okay, well, that's fine. That fixes that problem. And then that could go there, and then that works. And if I did actually... I do, just to, like, I don't know, give it a bit more form. Like that. Yeah, that's nice enough. That's nicer. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, so it's becoming like this thing. So basically, all the characters, all the players anyway, start as a 17-year-old. Well, 17 to 22 is the age ranging that I'm kind of giving them to work with. But it's 17 and 22 based on your race, right? So if you're a human, 17, 22. If you're an elf, I don't know, it's like in the hundreds still. Like a couple of 100 years old. But like, so there is a range for like what they could have experienced in their time. But basically, it's set in this whole new plane that I've made. Damn, food, that's the thing. This whole new plane where if I did... What do I need to do? I need to get to there. So if I don't really want to go too far away from the wall. So I'm going to have to build on top of what I've got again. Sorry, bear with me. I will go back to the D&D thing in a second. I just want to go... This is the worrying thing, right? That's the colour it is because it's damaged. And that's fresh. And I can see it from up here. It's not good. There's a lot of area of this place that I need to kind of fix. But I can't overlap those, which is a bit of an issue. Right, so if I did... The stairs are here. So if I'm going to go up, I need to go up here. I think the only option I've got really, if I want to do that, do I want to do that? I don't know. If I go up here, I kind of want to come round from this end is the problem. I suppose what I could do is if I went up here, 1 second. If I go ahead and there, and then do delete that, and delete this, And then give me this back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, if I did that, and then do, I can't put you down apparently. Why can't I do that? Because you're not far close enough to a structural support anymore. That's why, isn't it? God damn it. Okay. How can I fix that? How? What's that going to be like? That'd be right in the middle of the stairs. Oh. I don't love that. What if I did... Sorry, right. This is the problem. Is like I get too into it and it needs to be pretty. What's it looking like at the moment? I mean, not bad. I might... Ugh. It's not bad. I've definitely done worse. I think the only thing I can really do is if that's there, where's that going to? Is that going to, like, if I put it there, it just looks weird though, doesn't it? If I put them here though, oh, wait a minute, that could work. If I put them here, because then it uses up it makes that. Oh, a minute, that makes a point of that being there, then, doesn't it? Right? If I do that, and then I pillar up all the way, and I branch out one more, then it connects to the pillar. Yes. You know what I mean? Maybe. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Nope. Hear that, Munchkin? Right, that can go there. Just so that I, have them. If I want to use them. Basically it takes place in a realm called ESO. Where there are these guys called... I'm really bad at talking about my stuff. I'm really bad. Yeah, it's a land called ESO where I've created these guys called the narrators. And a lot of the kind of story is it kind of goes off of that elements of writing, like narrative chapters, etc. I'll go to that in a second. So yeah, the guys called narrators, and they are responsible for, well, not responsible for anything actually. They're treated like gods in the world. Okay, so the people, the Isoans, it's split into like 6 continents, and between everything, like, the one thing that connects all of them is they love storytelling. Okay, and like over time, just like ourselves, like storytelling has kind of changed from being spoken word or cave paintings on a wall to being, radio, TV, that kind of jazz, right? Because this is a world where everything is kind of like encompassed in it, from writing, movies, bows, arrows, magic, guns, the whole shebang. Okay, there's a place for ESO for kind of everything, really. It's kind of a weird and wonderful world like that. But it's kind of great because it means it's like very open for character writing and stuff. Yeah, this will work. Okay, and then we do that. Yes. Maybe not this though. Yeah, so do I have another one? I do have another. I got two. And then you go there. You go there. Okay, cool. And then that's where the stairs start. And then delete that one. Delete this one. Actually, nah, I might leave that in. I don't know. I mean, that's there. I might have it as a 3 rather than a 2. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So the narrator's come along eventually as a point in time called the what did I call it? I can't remember. Lost Chronicle, something like that. But it's basically like the blank part of history. But regardless, the narrators they create being like gods of. There's a whole thing behind narrators that whatever. It comes out in the podcast. Hopefully, we'll see. Actually, it might not come if they don't discover it. But basically, they create these little biomechanical insects, essentially, with little cameras on them, who are constantly recording everything that adventurers do. And showcasing it, or airing it, I should say, to the people of ESO for them to watch. And these people adventurers become famous. They get sponsorship deals because of being the most popular one, fame and fortune, and eventually it turns into a game where the winner of the game wins a wish, whatever they really want it to be. And like, to be fair, the wish is I guess not too unfamiliar concept, I suppose, in the world of D&D and everything like that. So that's not too out the ordinary. So I don't feel like I'm breaking, boundaries with it too much, which is nice. But yeah, so but into that end, the narrators eventually create these schools or academies where young kids who are looking to to learn, to train, to become adventurers when they grow up, can learn the skills from teachers and whatever, so that they can go out and do it when they get to that age, right? Because like for the narrators, it means that they have a consistent stream of applicants. I don't know what the way to kind of phrase that bit is. So their method of entertainment can't really go away. It works out perfectly for them. That's why they're more than happy to kind of put these schools ahead. And if I do this, yes, I want one more row out or not? I kind of want to start going up there, don't I? I think. I'm not sure. Can I go one more row out? I can. Cool. Oh, no. I'm going to die. I didn't die. Holy crap. Okay, this is where the lagginess in the game nearly freaking killed me. I kind of wish it had killed me because I had 27,000 health. That's the highest health I've ever freaking been on. Yeah, if I put the window more, I'll put more windows against this, I think, eventually. But, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so they put together these schools for kids to kind of come to begin their training for, and then after 7 years they can go out being adventurers. They've built up their own fame and reputation by doing jobs and stuff at the school, which they've graduated through, and go out and do their thing. And like adventurers in the land of ESO are kind of hailed as like celebrities. Like think of like how sports people are kind of, well, I suppose everyone. Sports people are kind of viewed now. That's kind of what these guys like, but on the extent of they, whether they're evil, whether they're good, it's not necessarily about their leanings. They're just admired, or or feared, I guess, in some respects, to like for the evil ones. But there's not a line so much in the sand for good and evil in for ESO, which is kind of like it all adds to the story, if that makes sense, for the place, and it's for people watching it. Why the villains are kind of like the same. I don't know if you guys that you're watching a movie and you adore the villain, right? Sometimes I adore the villain. Sometimes they're freaking awesome. It's like I don't want him to die. I want him to win. And sometimes it might be like that in ESO, where the people like they won't win because of the people watching them. But I mean, to be fair, they might. Like the way it works in it is like there are corporations and stuff that take advantage of the fact that so-and-so is popular or whatever, and they get a sponsorship with like offered a sponsorship for X, Y, and Z, or for money, or they might have fans who send something. I can't jump. I've just remembered I can't jump because of the fracture. They get fans who want to support them, and so end up sending money to support them and everything like that, which like kind of makes for a nice concept in the game. And it's like something that I would probably I'm thinking I'm gonna let you guys have more control over, like as you're listening to it. I'm building properly a whole hard world here. So there's stuff like there'll be votes, there'll be elections, there's like I said, sponsorship deals, there's all sorts of stuff like that you guys can have a say in. And as things go on, the kids will be doing their jobs, they'll be leveling up, they'll be going on quests and stuff. And there is there's a deeper, darker plot line and stuff like that behind everything, which I'm kind of waiting until I've done like my session 0 with all the players for before I kind of go too far into. But the point is with this, and I get in terms of if anyone says it sounds like this or it sounds like this, the one place I'm hoping it sounds like, or the one I guess game or film or whatever someone compares it to, the one I'm really hoping it gets compared to is something like Fable. Because my whole point for this campaign, my whole ground zero, I guess, for this campaign, was writing something where choice and consequence mattered beyond everything else, I suppose. If I do, I don't know if this will work like this. I think it does. I'm not exactly 100% certain. But if it does, then this is going to solve the whole problem. Eat some more food. Is consequence, because so the D&D game I'm playing at the moment, I love it, I adore it, it's fantastic, it's honestly one of the best games I'm so glad that I've found D&D to play, but because of the time frame it's set over, and I've been listening to podcasts and stuff like that as well of D&D, and it seems like a similar sort of thread has been away with it, but a lot of campaigns tend to be not set over a vast time period, so the choices that the players and the party make are very much short-term threads, in terms of seeing the consequences of them, and that's not the case for this one, for my one, because it's going to be set over about 7 years or so. So the kids will be in school for 7 years, and the way it works is that in this world, every 4 years, there is the chapter, which is a great game, and the greatest adventurers based on the scores, because the cameras transmit everything, record everything, as long as adventurers have signed up to it. It's not breaching anyone's GDPR. Everyone I thought that was funny, and it probably was. So everyone gets recorded, so their actions, as long as they have submitted to, as long as they have signed up for it, get tracked and rated on, so that the narrators, the narrative, when they're putting things together for the next year, will, if I do, trying to think, sorry. When they're putting together the 200 adventurers who will get invited to the next year's chapter, which is a contest where they can win the wish. If I do, I need that one. And we can have that one because it's just over that, isn't it? So that's not a big deal. Yeah, we could do that one. sorry, yeah. So every 4 years in the world of ESO. So over time, people gradually just become, you know, they enjoy the show and everything like that, but they need something. They need a little bit of spice, you know, something extra to get them excited for, which is where the contest, the chapter comes in. So every 4 years, the narrators put on this event, the chapter, which takes place as like kind of a long. No, I don't want Epic Games. Go away. As a kind of a long form quest. Okay, at the end of 6 months, like it's a 6 month kind of thing. Think like a games, you know, a tournament or whatever. Now, it's like a 6 month kind of thing. At the end of it, the top scoring adventurer will win the contest, and they will win the wish. Ooh, okay now. Whew. Win the wish. Every freaking time, man. If I kind of want to make this look fancy, and I don't know how. I do have an idea, but I'm not sure if it will look that fancy. If I do this. Yes. 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 So you come through that way. Don't like that when it does it underneath and I can't see what the fuck it is. There. I'll put like a light source in there, I think, is what I want to do. Sorry. Yeah, so every 4 years, the chapter is held, and the adventurers, 200 of them, whoever has scored the most points over their quests that they have done over the last 4 year period, they're invited to take part in the chapter. If they win the wish. They get to wish for their heart's content from one of the 5 narrators. Deemed to, or thought of as the kind of gods of the area, of the realm, all powerful beings of whatever, blah 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 blah. You know, God, okay? You know God. You know him? Yeah, good. So yeah, so they get to wish, they make wish for their heart's content. Whatever that happens to be, it will be granted, as long as it's specific and a single wish. Right? You can't ask for the moon, sea and stars. Well, I mean, to be fair, you can ask for the moon, sea and stars. But it's entirely up to you. But it's one single wish. If I put this then there and that there, yes, yeah, I like that enough because then it look like visually. I know it's coming up lined up with this one, which I'm not thrilled about, but that's fine. And that can go there, and then we'll do that there, that there. If I do that there, nice, and then fucking brilliant, Bonza. Looks banging now. I mean, I hope it looks banging. I don't know how it looks from downstairs, but yeah. So I this is more building and chatting, I know. So yeah, when you're building, pillars are really valuable because you can build them on anything, and it doesn't matter how structurally secure the thing underneath might be. It seems to create a new set of structural integrity based on wherever that pillar happens to be, or wherever that piece happens to be, whether it's pillar, wall, foundation, if anything, frankly, which is great. Works out really well, and it's really helpful from a building aspect. You know, put that there. Put this one here, and flip that. Nope. God damn it! 1 second. Don't like that. You want to do that. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, cool. And then this one we will do railing. Cool. There. gonna be fine. That's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Now go up here. Rail, 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 rail. Cool. Right, this will be our bedroom area. And I can make it a bit bigger. Not tons bigger, but a bit bigger. I mean, to be fair, this doesn't have to be huge. This just has to be big enough for us to be able to mess around in. There we go. That'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I can do a bit more there. Awesome. Well, one more there. That's fine. That works. I'm happy. Right? We've got the space. We've got the room that I wanted to build. We've got everything done now. I just need to build an actual bedroom and stuff up here. And it's been kind of fun just talking about the podcast coming up, really. This is probably what we'll... we might carry on working on that next episode. I was going to do farming today, but I've kind of... this has taken a fair bit of time. And I'd like to put lights and stuff. I mean, that looks nice enough. I might put rails up there. Just so I don't fall off when we come back up here and I forget the fact I haven't put any rails up here. So if I do 1, 2, 3... I don't need to count every rail. I mean, I could. What I could really use this for is like an AA tower. Get rid of that mother fudger. If I can, in fact. I don't even know if I can do that. I mean, I guess I meant to, right? Don't know. Some point soon, I'm going to go take on you guys. There you go. Cool. Okay, that's done. It is tempting to build an AA tower. Or maybe I build it on that. Don't know. But we'll go back down here. Cool. Let me go check it out from downstairs and see what it looks like. It would have been nice if this had been enough time for a day to pass. I mean, it might have been. It might have been too much time for days to pass, to be fair. Right, so we go over here. I mean, it does look a behemoth from this side. It does look a bit ungainly. It's like a lot of framework on that side because I've done so many of the window things. I mean, from this side, it does look like just kind of nice and subtle, doesn't it? From this side, it just kind of looks like, oh, that's cool. And then bam, it's like, you know, there's a thing up there. And we'll put a house up there later on. But like from the other side, it is just the opposite, isn't it? Like, if I look from down here, that is a lot of grey. That is a lot of frame. So many frames, man. I'm getting so many frames. I can't drop a frame to save my life. There's so many of them. Oh, there you go. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much everyone who's come out for today's episode. Like I said, next time we will work on building. I'm glad because I think the game is crashing or is just struggling. We'll work on putting an actual bedroom up here. Some sort of weird, like, just tower kind of beach hutty thing. Nothing special, just enough for the bedroom. And then we may work on doing a little crop base down here. But yeah, thank you very much for coming out for today's episode. Hopefully you've kind of been intrigued by the podcast, the sound of it. And like I said, if you are a D&D fan and you want to join in, let me know. I'm looking for 2 to 3 more people to join in. You've either got, I think I got 2 or 3 right now. I'm just not 100% sure how big of a campaign this is going to be. One of my friends said, like, because of the amount of work I'm putting into homebrewing everything, like, I've got the world, monsters, characters, NPCs, magic items, whatever's. I've got my own mechanics working in it, politics working in it, some economic stuff working in it. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be kind of crazy. It's going to be huge because it's so big and long a campaign. It's all going to, I think it's going to work nicely. So it is like a long-term thing. If you're looking to make a couple of really nice friends with it, then it's definitely a campaign to jump into. But thank you. Have a great day. Have a great night. Whatever time zone you are in. Stay happy, stay positive, stay cheesy, and while you're staying cheesy, chuck some cheddar on that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and continue to share the channel far and wide. Lots of love, folks. See you again soon. Bye-bye.